That's right, you heard me right. Sellers are having a hard time selling their properties with bidding wars and multiple offers. In today's video, homes for sale are getting terminated at a lower price and relisted at a higher price. Let's get to it. Hello everyone, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate and Remax Realtron Realty. As always, you can find my contact information in the description box with regards to my Gmail, my Instagram, and my office. Feel free to get in touch with me with any questions you may have about the Toronto real estate market / GTA real estate market. Or if you have any questions from this video or any other video, you can also leave it in the comment section as well. Lastly, before we get into the topic of today's video, as always, please subscribe, comment, rate, and review if you happen to enjoy the videos I make or find them informative. If not, feel free to unsubscribe, dislike, and leave a negative review. I'm always open to constructive feedback. So with all that out of the way, let's get to the point of today's video, which is a trend I've noticed while looking for properties for two of my clients, and I've investigated further, and I see this is a common occurrence within the first couple of weeks of June and last week of May. And what am I referring to here? Well, typically when you look at a listing that's been terminated and relisted, usually in a normal balanced market, what's occurred is that the sellers listed it at a figurative $950, let's say $950,000. It stayed on the market for a couple of weeks, maybe 30 days, 40 days, and it did not sell. As a result, they terminated that listing, relisted it for, let's just say, $925. That is what usually occurs. But one thing I've noticed is looking for properties for a client of mine in the east side of the GTA in Durham, and another client of mine in the west side of the GTA, not as far in Mississauga, is that properties are being relisted for a higher price than they were listed before. So at first glance, this might be very weird to you. Why is it that a property was listed at $799 and it was terminated, and now it's relisted for $925, $950? It's the exact reverse of what I was referring to earlier. Well, this is because multiple offers and bidding war situations are not working out as of June. That's right, you heard me right. Sellers are having a hard time selling their properties with bidding wars and multiple offers. So more to the original point, the reason the initial listing was listed at $799 per se is because it was listed at a multiple offer situation, at a multiple offer price, to induce a bidding war with competing offers on an offer date. Thereafter, that strategy failed because they did not get an offer. Thus, as a result, they had no other choice but to either discontinue the selling process, or if they wanted to continue to sell, relist the property at fair market value, probably a little above what they were willing to accept. Before I explain why this is happening, let's go through some minor examples. So the examples I'm about to go through are just a small sliver of all the lists I've accumulated. They're all from June 1st to June 15th within a 1.5 kilometer radius of one another. So all these properties were listed for multiple offers, terminated, and then relisted as a new listing or sold within 15 days in the same 1.5 kilometer radius. But that's just this area, because if I want to go through all the properties I found in the east side of the GTA and also the west side, some in North York as well, this will be a 2-hour video. So just know that this is happening pretty much all over. I'm only using this part of the GTA as an example because it is somewhat most pronounced here. For confidentiality purposes, I had to eliminate some of the information of the listings so it's not easily identifiable. Anyways, let's start with the examples. Property number 1, listed for $995,000 for multiple offers, stayed on the market for 7 days, did not sell on offer presentation date, was then relisted the day after offer presentation date at $1.149 at somewhat of a fair market value within the range, and then managed to sell for $1.16. Just 5 days earlier, property number 2, listed at $798,000, inducing a bidding war for multiple offers, did not sell once again, was thereafter relisted on the 7th day of June for $939,000 at fair market value, still on the market. The next example, the next property was listed at $999,000, stayed on the market for 5 days. Obviously the 999 is a bidding asking. Did not sell once again on offer presentation date. What happened? same thing, was terminated, relisted on June 9th for 1.209. Next example, and keep in mind, all these are once again within a 1.5 kilometer radius, and they all happened within the last 15 days. Next example was listed for multiple offers at a bidding price of $949, managed to stay on the market for 8 days, did not sell on offer presentation night. What happened? Once again, relisted for 1.160 a mere 8 days later. I could keep going on and going on. There's many more examples once again in this region within this 1.5 kilometer radius just in the last 15 days, and all over the GTA, more so in the west of the city towards Mississauga, but as I said previously, some in North York as well. So now that we've gone through the examples, why is this happening? Isn't it a seller's market? Isn't prices skyrocketing at all times? Isn't it the fact that buyers are devouring each other trying to get properties? Well, this was more so the case in April and May. That is to say, April/May was a very, very competitive 2 months for buyers. There was multiple offers occurring at all corners. I did it for my clients with a 90% success rate. Other agent did it for their clients. For my buyer clients, we went in on multiple offer situations for condos and freehold properties. So it's a common practice. If it's going to be the best thing to do for your client, you should, as a real estate agent, do it. The point here is this buying frenzy that was occurring in really truly March as well, but more so April and May, slowed down by the last week of May due to many factors. Obviously, if you've heard me talk about this in other videos, I apologize, but it's a summer market. In any even normal year, summer markets always slow down. There are less buyers in the market, there's less inventory. But putting aside what even normally occurs, the extraordinary circumstances of these last couple of years, especially this year, what I mean by that, well, things are opening up after the worldwide event we're experiencing. The rentals of the market are coming back. More people are looking into rental options. And also legislation that is going to impact the market and has impacted the market, the new mortgage stress tests. So all these things compound the normal summer market that's slow anyways. Further, sellers and agents have been slow to adjust that bidding wars are not going to be as successful of a strategy for selling your property as they were in mid-May to March and April. When the market forces, trends, and numbers are making a shift from, once again, a hot frenzy market to more of a moderate market, rarely do reasonable actors within that market adjust immediately to the trends. There is, once again, these couple of weeks to a month of a learning period where what was working a month prior is no longer working, and you happen to find out about that through experience of, once again, a bidding not working in this example. So let me address the moderate market comment. As I've covered in my previous videos, go watch those. Prices have held steady. Prices are still thereabouts where they were in April and May. Now, some areas is a little less, some areas a little bit more. Point is, they haven't gone up substantially, they haven't gone down substantially. They are holding water. However, the other metrics that either point to a depressed market or a excited market, those are more towards the moderate side of things, meaning they have gone down. Number of days of market has increased. Number of listings has gone down. Average asking has gone down. Number of transactions has gone down. There's simply less competition, less inventory. Buyers have more time than they had. It is a good time to be a buyer right now, and sellers have been slow to adjust, as evidenced by these failed multiple offers where they initially listed the property for multiple offers at a bidding price. They failed and they relisted. And as I previously stated, this is happening all over if you look for it. Anyways, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate, Remax Realtron Realty. As always, you can find my contact information in the description box. Thank you for watching. Feel free to get in touch with any questions you may have. And as always, stay safe.